Let's be honest, you probably know how to lose fat. You've probably dieted before, you've probably got some decent results as well. But one thing that you've always struggled with is being able to maintain the results that you get. You know how good it feels to be in shape, but you're just sick and tired of going through cycles of dieting down and losing the weight only to regain it back a few months later. You just wish that you had a way you could maintain your results for the long run. And that's what I'm gonna show you in this video. I'm gonna show you the biggest mistake that you're probably making after dieting and what you need to do instead so you can finally maintain the fat loss results that you get. And my name is Will. I've been an online coach for over 5 years now, helping guys drop body fat, build muscle, and get into the best shape of their lives. And if you want me to coach you for free, just head to the description. I've got a free coaching program that you can grab. Just put your details in and it's yours. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into the video. I'm gonna show you exactly where you're going wrong after your diet. So this is it. This is the main reason why guys fail with the diets, why they fail to maintain their fat loss and stay in the shape that they've got themselves in after the diet, okay? I'm gonna show you exactly what. This is the biggest mistake that a lot of guys will make, okay? And it comes down to this. This is what guys will do, right? Great, they finish the diet, diet's finished, now I can go out, eat what I want, I can stop drinking, doing cardio, and stop worrying about training that much, right? And this, honestly, is probably the worst thing you can do, right? It's almost a one-way path for you to ruin your progress, right? The moment that you say, fuck it, and the moment that you disregard all of the good habits you were getting into while dieting after the diet, it's a one-way path to ruining your progress, right? And this is why. This is exactly why it's going to ruin your progress. Because after your dieting, your hormones are well out of whack, okay? They're out of sync. You have your ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, which is the hormone that signals that you are hungry and you need food. And you have leptin, which is your fullness hormone. Leptin is what you get after you eat when your body is telling you, I'm full, I'm stuffed, I need to stop eating, okay? Now, ghrelin and leptin, they work kind of in opposites. When one is high, the other one is low. So when leptin is really high and your body's telling you you're full, your ghrelin is most likely going to be quite low, okay? So when you diet, what changes is that leptin is secreted through your fat cells. So the more body fat you lose in a diet, the less leptin that you secrete. And what does that mean? That means you're gonna feel more hungry because your leptin is gonna be lower, which means your ghrelin is then gonna be higher. Another point to make on that is when you're dieting, your body literally thinks it's starving. It's going to produce more ghrelin to tell you, I'm hungry, I need to eat, I am dying, okay? So because of this, when you finish your diet and you return straight back to your old habits, if you have dieted to a decent point, you've lost a good bit of weight, you've been on a diet for a prolonged period of time, it's almost like the floodgates open and you cannot stop eating. Literally had this with a client actually this week who has lost a good chunk of body fat. We had to just put a warning in place and say, listen, this next few weeks are going to be hard because it's going to be like the floodgates are open. You are going to be so hungry even on a few higher calories after finishing the diet, okay? As well as this is also, there's no motivation to eat well either because you don't have a weight loss goal to achieve anymore. I know you might not be able to see that little bit there, but you don't have a weight loss goal that you are trying to achieve. The goal's done, you're coming out of it. It's like that motivation, that extra, oh, we're not gonna have this, I'm on my diet, I'm nearly there, becomes, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat this. My diet's over now. Quite quickly, you slip into bad habits. Your training slows down, you start eating a little bit more, and then before you know it, like you've gained a few kilograms and you're falling behind. Your progress is out the window. It leads you to say, fuck it. It leads you to gain more weight. And then a few months later, you've completely lost the progress that you've made. That is what happens to the majority of guys who go on a diet, okay? It happens so often, okay? So what should you do instead, okay? There's no point in me telling you what happens without telling you what you should do as well. So really you have two choices. And with my clients, the two choices that I make really depend on how they react and how they are when the scale weight changes. Some clients don't like that scale weight to jump up. It kind of scares them, it creeps them out. Some clients are not really that bothered, okay? Now, the main thing is increasing your calories back near to your maintenance point. So that's what we have to do regardless, okay? Now, if you're not worried about the scales jumping up a little bit, then what we would do is we just calculate your average rate of weight loss over time and base it on the idea that roughly there's around 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. There's around 7,500 calories, 7,000 calories, sorry, in a kilogram of body fat. We'll take, based off that, we'll calculate on average what sort of deficit you are in per week. And then we'll kind of put you towards a normal little phase, put you towards a normal amount of calories to consume for that period. So, for example, if you lost on average half a kilogram a week, that would be an average deficit of 500 calories a day. Then I would probably put you up 300 to 400 calories and just see how your body weight responds, okay? Now, if you're more worried about the scale, you don't like the scale moving up, it's something that you're quite sensitive with, then what we would do is something called the reverse diet. And we would slowly increase your calories over time, over the weeks, by maybe 100 each week. We'd bump them up by 100, see how your body weight responds. If it stays level or it comes down, bump them up again, see how the weight responds over time, okay? So we're doing the same thing by getting you to a maintenance point, but we are just slowing that process down so it's a little bit easier mentally to manage, all right? Now, note, this is what happens. You're going to be hungry for a few days, actually a few days. You're going to be hungry for a few weeks, right until your hormones level out, right? And sometimes this phase can feel harder than the diet itself at times, okay? But it's absolutely worth it, right? Because instead of being out of control, losing your willpower with food, mentally reversing and mentally going backwards, which is a hard thing to deal with, and seeing your body increase in body fat, it can really put you off dieting. But also you'll have, if you do it properly, you'll have a much better understanding of how everything works. You'll realize that you can diet on much, and you can maintain your results on much higher calories than you think, okay? And this is what I mean. When you're in control of this phase, and you go through this phase, maintaining your results becomes easy, all right? This is what happens. This is what you need to do. So the benefits are as follows. So because you're in a calorie deficit, your whole amount of calories you burn each day is down, okay? You have your EAT, which is your exercise activity thermogenesis. You have your NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. EAT is your training and cardio that you're doing in the gym. Your NEAT is like me, fidgeting around, any movement that is not deliberate exercise, so non-exercise activity thermogenesis. You have your TEF, which is your thermic effect of food. So food requires, to digest food, it requires calories. So when you're eating food, you are digesting calories. And then your overall metabolism is down. If you're in a dieting phase for a longer period of time, your thyroid can down-regulate by a couple of 100 calories. Now, because you're in a calorie deficit, all of these decrease, right? So your exercise activity thermogenesis decreases because you are more tired, you're not able to put as much into your workouts. Your NEAT decreases because you are more tired, your body's conserving energy, it will move around a little bit less. There's even studies show that you blink a little bit less too. Your TEF, thermic effect of food, that will go down as well because you are consuming less calories. That means you are digesting less calories, which requires less energy, less calories to digest. And then overall, your metabolism is down because you are becoming a smaller human being, okay? And you might have a slight down regulation of the thyroid, okay? So, that's a mouthful. When you are dieting then, you're on much lower calories. It means to maintain that physique, you can probably eat a lot more than you think, right? Most guys don't realize this, and the reason why is because they stop tracking food and they start doing whatever they want after a diet. This is why they can never maintain the results, okay? That is it, simple as. So, if you take your time and you do things right, your hunger will return to normal again. As you slowly gain a little bit of weight, you slowly bring the calories up, your ghrelin will settle down and your leptin will increase again a little bit to a normal level where they're both kind of balanced and you feel normal and not starving every single second of the day, right? You will start to maintain your weight on way higher calories because all of the above, the EAT, NEAT, TEF, metabolism, it's gonna go up, okay? More calories means you've got more energy to burn when you're training. More calories means you've got more energy to fidget around subconsciously. More calories means more food coming in, the thermic effect of food, there's more food to digest, burn more calories, right? Your thyroid will regulate again after recovery from not being in a deficit all the time. You will burn a couple extra 100 calories. So you can maintain your weight on a lot more calories than you think. So if you take time to do things right, your hunger will come down, you'll maintain your weight on way higher calories, you'll feel fuller, you'll have better energy, you'll have better sex drive, you'll get better pumps when you're in the gym, you'll have better training, and maintaining your progress will feel easy. This is exactly what I've been doing on my diet. So recently I've just lost 10 kilograms. I'm really happy. I'm super happy with how everything has gone. You actually can't see the pictures because my big head is in the way. Anyway, after my diet finished, I did not think, book it, and just did whatever I want. Okay, this is exactly what I did. I had 2 free days to enjoy myself a little bit, but not go crazy. I had a meal out at the weekend with my girlfriend, and we went out for a couple of drinks and watched the football on a Saturday night, right? Then after that, it was straight back into tracking food, straight back into my cardio, and straight back into my normal training, right? I went from 2,000 calories to 2,400 calories. I'm doing it in a couple of jumps. I predict my maintenance might be around 27. And I will watch how my weight responds before jumping this up again. If my weight starts to come down in the trend, I know I need more calories. If it starts to stay the same, I know I'm good, yeah? And I'll repeat this process until I find my true maintenance calories. Then all of a sudden, I have gone from eating 2,000 calories on a diet to finishing my diet, working myself back up to 2,700 calories, and I look exactly the same as I do in this second picture right here. So I have maintained the physique. I'll put the picture up because you can't see it, but I will maintain the condition and maintain the physique in this photo that I'm going to drop right here. Yeah? Now, that is exactly why it is so important to do this after your diet, and it will make keeping your progress and maintaining your results way easier. And the big mistake that guys make is they just fuck everything off and they stop doing all of the good habits that they have done to achieve their fat loss in the first place. That's why they go backwards so quick, and that's why they yo-yo up and down in weight, and that is why they can never maintain the results that they get. So guys, if you have made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hope you can take a lot from the video. Hope it can actually help you when you come to the end of your own fat loss phase. And if you are actually struggling to get your own fat loss going, like I say, I've got a free fat loss coaching program in the link in my description. Put your email in, put your name in, and it is yours. You get access for life to help you. It goes through every single thing that you need to know to help you lose body fat, from working out your calories, from how you should be training. There's different training templates you can follow, how to work your calories around your social occasions, and how to build out a repeatable system that's going to help you lose body fat and actually maintain your results after watching this video too. If you enjoyed the video, I'll leave some more content up at the top for you, and if you're not subscribed to the channel already, it would mean a lot. Again, hope this has helped, and guys, I'll see you in the next video.